Hey, this is Tuesday, September 25th, part 2. This is a continuation of irony from yesterday, because if you are still having any issues with irony, this is the link I'm going to send out. You get a chance to watch more video. Or, if you just want to be entertained, I have more irony examples that we're going to go through. Some of you already saw a handful of these examples, because I got farther in some classes than others. And in a few of my classes, I did not get very far, so we'll see how well we did. But with our words, take 2. Yay! Back to irony. Before I do that, I want to tell you we have story homework number 2 due tomorrow. Unless you're watching this in the future, then this does not help you as much. This is going to be due Wednesday the 26th. But if you're watching this tonight, hopefully it helps you out somewhat. Irony things. So when we got to, those of you who were in my class when we got to this one, or those of you who know irony, what was our ironic bit, the unexpected thing that happened?
It says not for children under 3.
Nicely done. It's the fact that it says no children under 3, but at the same time, this for a 2-year-old's birthday would work as rather ironic, because you would think that... There you go.
Well, this person's dumb.
They spelled R.
They spelled R
wrong. R.
Nicely done. Found at a protest rally for people coming here from other countries.
And they put it down.
Respect our country, and they spelled the wrong hour, so they cannot even speak English themselves while trying to attack others for their speaking of English.
It says mangoes are
So obviously some of you paid more attention in class. Good job, we got farther with you guys. But here we have our mango juice, which says mangoes are a natural source of vitamin A. And then you go to all the sources on there, and where it has the vitamin A, you zoom in.
And there's no vitamin A.
Because if it's mango juice and mangoes are a source of vitamin A, we should have vitamin A in there, and we have none.
Some people are...
It says your smile is frowning.
Nicely done. Our irony here, your smile has arrived, and that is not a happy child.
And I don't think so.
Looks like you've seen some bad pictures.
A lot of it, what I end up doing is I find random pictures that other people post for other reasons. Like, look at this funny thing, and I'm like, irony! So I end up saving them to my computer for later on. So I just keep adding them on. They're like, I used to be years ago when I did this, there's only 4 things to this. But now I just keep adding more and more and more each year as I find more things to it.
Why are you so upset, though?
He was
It
in my
says
class.
the sliding door company and the door's open.
He was?
No kidding. Our a company known for sliding doors, and you don't use a sliding door to get into it. You use a pull door, hence ironic of the one way to get into it.
That's just stupidity.
It says burger sauce and it's a sandwich.
And once again, I don't know Heinz burger sauce. Maybe you put it on a sandwich and it makes it taste like a hamburger, but that sounds even more creepy. But it's supposed to be burger sauce, but that's not a burger.
It says give space to them, but there's no space because it's not in the way.
So it says give space to cyclists, but the problem is they put it in the cycling lane, so there is nowhere for the cyclists to go. So there's rather ironic that you're saying to give space to them while you're taking up all that area.
Who pays?
Special people.
Illiterate.
So, illiterate meaning that you can't read or write. Why is it ironic? That's the only word spelled correctly.
Because he knows how to, that's the only thing.
So the only thing he can spell is the word that says you can't spell. And then all the other words he cannot spell at all.
It says help, self-help, and then it says please ask for assistance.
So the idea that you have a self-help shelf at the very top, where they put it next to it, make sure you ask for help before going there. So it's ironic. You have to ask for help to get to the self-help.
I wouldn't ask for help. I would just do it.
You just climb up like a little monkey.
Yeah.
It says
College. I see the C.
Architecture.
I see the C.
Getting there. So why is that ironic?
If you planned ahead with better architecture, the
Words.
C wouldn't be on the wall.
There
it
you
would
go.
be on the blue.
So the College of Architecture and Planning, where your whole thing is about being able to plan ahead,
No, it's
and
called
the C ends up being over there on the side.
It's the
They did not plan ahead.
the knowledge of architecture and planning.
You nailed it.
C is right
Is
there.
it knowledge or is it college?
It says Mountain Dew, but there is no Mountain Dew in it.
Nicely done. Mountain Dew machine with nothing but Pepsi and water and Gatorade.
That's a derpy.
It said do not put this in the cup holder. But what's the point of the cup holder?
Do not
being
put a
there?
cup
You can't
in the
put
cup holder.
beverages in it.
This one's closer to the you only had one job. You had one job, which was to hold cups and holders, and they did not do it.
You only had one job.
Tattoos. I've got a couple tattoos that turned out to be ironic. Apparently there's a whole area of people who don't think out tattoos and end up making them ironic in the
They
long run.
spelled your indecision and for wrong.
And misspelling a word on a tattoo is not ironic in itself. Like if you got the Purdue for the college, but you misspelled Purdue, that's not ironic. Misspelling a tattoo is just bad luck. But when your tattoo says, don't let your past make your decisions for today, in other words, don't let the bad things you do in the past control your future, but here, their bad things in the past are still controlling their future, that's what makes it ironic. How about?
Regret nothing.
I regret everything.
But you regret it.
It does not say regret nothing.
It
says regret nothing.
Nothing.
No he.
No, he's
Because what's missing?
the teeth.
And of course, what would be ironic about this?
You regret it.
The fact they're probably going to regret the idea they could not spell.
They
Yeah,
probably
spell
didn't
check.
see.
Doesn't do you any good.
What's that?
Too cool
Oh.
for school and it's a bus.
There's a bus right there.
Yeah.
It's a bus instead of a school.
Nope.
They don't
Spell
know how to
two wrong.
spell.
There you go. The fact they posted too cool for school and they spelled school wrong.
Obviously, they didn't go to school.
That's where the issue comes in.
Plan ahead. It says
Plan
plan
ahead.
ahead.
It says plan ahead and
They
they
didn't
didn't
have
have
the
no
fingers.
fingers.
They didn't have enough fingers.
Plan ahead
No.
with fingers.
An idiot.
Uh,
Do you guys know what plagiarism is?
Plagiarism, I've heard of it.
It's, if those of you in comp class, you probably have heard comp that had plagiarism pop up in there.
I know karma.
Plagiarism is when you copy someone else's work and turn it in as your own. So when you copy someone else's stuff or their paper. So this was one I found that said, your term paper on the growing problem of plagiarism in society is eye-opening, especially since it's the third time I've seen it.
He copied off of someone. No, someone copied off of someone and then he gave it to them.
And what was their paper about?
Plagiarism.
He wrote a paper about why you shouldn't copy other people's papers, but he copied the paper from somebody else.
And then that person copied it from someone else.
Nicely done.
Blinky
One last
bar.
one. Take see if you guys can figure out a poem that goes along those same lines. It says, when recess starts, I feel afraid. There's this kid in 2nd grade. I hear he sat on Tom O'Connor. If he sits on me, then I'm a goner. He looks for kids to squish and crunch. He said he'd find me after lunch. They say he likes to pulverize, which he'd pick on kids his size. Of course, there are no kids that big. I'll bet he snaps me like a twig. Oh no, he's coming over here. I think I'm sick. I think I'm sick. He sees me now. He's almost here. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Uh-oh. He's standing next to me. Should I even try to flee? I better pray. What did you say? You want to play? Aw, well, gee, okay. I think he wants to be my friend. Aw, too bad recess has to end.
He was scared at the beginning of recess because
He was gonna die.
Oh, is this what's the irony?
What is the irony in the poem?
I think it's he
We're
looked
getting
for
there,
kids to squish and crunch, and he said he'll find me after lunch.
No.
Oh,
I'm gonna find you
said
right
he
at
was
the lunch,
gonna-
baby.
the whole thing.
pulverize him, but then it turned out.
Wait, are we finding like?
There you go. He was scared of the kid who was going to beat him up and didn't want to be at recess. And it turns out the kid was going to be his friend, and now he doesn't want recess to end.
Oh,
So the
okay.
fact that he
I see
was
it.
scared of the kid and did not want to go to recess, and then doesn't want recess to end because now he's all super excited.
Make up your
Second
mind.
grade, that's
And the last one, 5 batty bats were hanging neath the moon. Quiet, said the first, the witch is coming soon. She's green, said the second, with a purple pointy nose. Black boots, said the third, cover up her ugly toes. Her broom, said the fourth, can scratch you that I know. I'm scared, said the fifth, I think we'd better go. 5 batty bats escaped into the night.
7.
Dear me, said the witch, that's a scary sight.
all you
Those
ever
are
see
by the
the
bats.
saying all that. But
No, the bats think that the witch think that the bats are scared of them, but it turned out that the witch is scared of the bats.
Nicely done.
I said it right.
You did. So the whole time the bats were scared of the witch, and then the witch ended up being scared of them the entire time.
But there's
That's-
7 bats. It said there's 5.
Right. I don't have to count. I just teach words. I don't teach numbers. I have, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those other ones are other bats. Those are backup bats, in case bats fall down. That happens sometimes with bats. This is all I have for you for irony to try and help you guys. As long as this helps to work the story we're
Good afternoon again,
doing
Chargers.
in...
The tennis match has been canceled. Tennis players, please ride the bus home. Thank you.
The story we're doing in class, the necklace, is going to be an example of irony as we get into it also. So that'll be our irony story. Then the zoo story coming up on Friday that you guys get to read for the homework is also going to be an example of irony. That's all I have. Now let's come around and torture kids.